All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Who's Tea TV. I'm Miss T, and today I am spilling my own tea. Yes, I am spilling my own tea. But before we get into that, I have a cup of something to sip on here. So I'm drinking the yogi tea, the blueberry bliss, and it's still working out for me. That's all I can say. I needed it after today because, baby, when I tell you that we got into some things, we got into some things, okay? Now, if anybody ever wonders what type of lipstick I've been wearing, I wear MAC lipstick all the time. All the time. And today, this one was called Turn to the Left. Oh, there we go. Turn to the left. And it was kind of befitting because I felt like Beyonce earlier saying to the left, but it wasn't toward a man, it was toward my job. To the left, to the left. I ain't got nothing left for nobody, okay? No one at all. Now, the next thing I want to get into is my new favorite snack of this omega-3. It's a deluxe mix. It has walnuts, almonds, pecans, pistachios in it, and I'm not pretty sure how to pronounce this other word. But the good news about this blend is by Nature's Garden. It has 1,000 milligrams of omega-3. Again, 1,000 milligrams of omega-3. I don't know how good it can get from there. So it's 180 calories and it has 4 grams of protein. Now you could get like sheesh. There it goes. Now you can get like a deluxe pack or something of that nature, and you can get that at your local Sam's Club or grocer. It's really good to eat on the fly, especially if you don't get to eat lunch or whatever the case may be. And that's been the case for me for quite some time. So again, I will reiterate that I do not know if the sound is working on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm grabbing my cell here and I'm going to see if I can log in and join this live from my cell so I can know whether or not we are really, if we're live or not. I'm telling you, I'm just all over the place nowadays. And it's because I've worked for so long, so hard for so long, and I'm finally getting to the point where I am tired. I am tired of the same norm at this point. Like I've done for so long, so many things, and it's just very frustrating when you work so hard for so long that you have nothing to A, show for it, B, the people that have come after you are reaping more rewards than you are. Make all that make sense. Because it really doesn't. It really doesn't make any sense to me at all, especially when I'm up here busting my hump. Okay? Busting my hump for so long. I swear I did not have this microphone working, but it'll eventually come on and connect, I think. I'm not sure. I don't claim to be a professional at YouTubing at all. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna turn my phone on. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I hooked up this mic. Okay, yeah. Okay, so good news, mic is working. Good news, mic is working. So anyhow, uh, let's get into it. So I've been on the same job for 23 years. 23 years seems like an eternity to some. I'm sure there are people out there that have worked on their jobs longer than me at this point. I mean, I'm not saying this this is a big achievement when you're someone of my age, because most people my age are just getting out there and getting started at doing whatever it is that they may be good at. So before we go any further here, I am going to make sure this music is not playing in the background. No, it's not, because I probably forgot to hit the music button. I am going to do a couple things here, I think. Oh, pray for me, guys. Pray for me, because I don't know what I'm going to do here. Okay, let's do this real quick. Oh my goodness. I know this is funny. Okay. Let's see. Did it work? There it is. Oh, hot darn. We're in business. Don't want to say too much without covering my, CYA all day. CYA. That has to be in there. Oh, shoot. Oh, there we go. CYA. All right. CYA is important, especially when you're dealing with a whole bunch of different personalities and a whole bunch of different people. CYA is important. And I guarantee you that they're covering theirs while I'm covering mine. Okay? Guarantee that. Because I work for $1 billion corporation. You hear me? $1 billion corporation. And I have been stressed to the max. I have done everything professionally in my might to hold back all the things that I want to say at all the times. Like, okay, what gets me even more, and I'm going to turn on a bigger light so I can make sure you can see me and hear me, because this is deep. I'm tired of it. So you can tell I don't know all you guys can tell I don't know all the lights in my house, but maybe that's what happens when you're married to someone who knows electrical work. There's no imagination left to being in the dark. Okay. I like sitting in the dark. My head hurts often, but whatever. Anyhow, let's get into this. So I've been on this job for 23 years. Actually, I think it'll be 23 years this May. May 29th. It'll be 23 years I've been at this job. And I will not sit here and act like for all 20, 30 years I just been angry, because has not been the case. Okay. But I will say for the last 5 years I've been fed up, and I'm just tired of being taken advantage of. I don't know about anybody out there, but I know for a fact that I cannot be the only person that works in this US of A that just feels like they're taken advantage of on a daily basis. And the appropriate protocol when you feel like you're being taken advantage of and things are not going to your liking is for you to speak with your manager. Well, I can say that I have spoken with my manager. We actually have a good rapport. So I honestly feel a certain way that things haven't worked out. And remember in my previous videos, I told you I'm side eyed it. I'm like, everybody's getting a side eye. Like, okay. Everybody. Because I just don't know who I could trust anymore at this point. And trust is important even when you're on a job, because once you build those relationships and acknowledge people that they can listen to you, that they trust you with a job, I mean, that's important. Now, let me back up a little bit here. So I have a good relationship with my manager. I really appreciate all the help and the mentorism, if you want to call it, that she's given to me for this small time frame that she's been there compared to myself. But on the other hand, what I don't like is that, they tell you that they put these people in place for you to be able to go talk to, and then when you talk to them, they don't allow them to completely communicate and do things the way that they can do to the best of their ability, because they are who they are. They are who they are at this point. I mean, I have always felt like, and I'm making sure I use my words strategically here, because they're watching, because that's what they do. They're like Big Brother without and Big Brother's in the house with all their cameras and microphones and all those other things. You think that AI is something? Try working for a big corporation. They're all on you. They're on you like flies on you know what. Okay. So anyhow, I've done the appropriate things as far as protocol. Like, I've sent emails, I've spoken to people, I even broke down and did something that I would never think that me, Miss T, would do. I contacted something called Life Solutions. You're supposed to be able to contact these people and talk about whatever issues you're having on the job, and they're supposed to be able to come up with this workaround to help you, finagle and get things back in some sort of center. Okay. Well, the first thing the lady said to me is, you need to speak to your manager. And I'm like, I think in this whole spiel where I was like angry, like not even just as much angry, but frustrated. I get frustrated when I speak to someone and I tell them clearly exactly what I need on a day-to-day basis to make this work. And they just totally, like, I don't give a oh my goodness. That makes me so angry when someone just basically blows you off. Like, whatever you said doesn't mean a darn thing, because at the end of the day, all they need is a warm body here to do the work. Because I've heard that before. And it wasn't toward me, but it was said on numerous occasions, like numerous occasions. We just need a warm body. We don't care if they show up quietly quitting or not. We just need a warm body here. So what's going to happen now is that, since you just need a warm body and everyone's replaceable, well, shoosh, so is this darn job. Are you kidding me? Everyone's replaceable. So are you then, in that matter. Like, how could you even say that to someone? Well, everybody's replaceable. Well, replace me already. Shoot. Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Oh, wait. Before we replace you, Miss T, we want you to train a couple people so that they know how to do things like you do things. Well, miss me on that one, because I ain't training no dang on body. I'm tired. Those days are over with, done with, out the door, and just phew, they disappeared, because I'm done with that. I am so livid. Like, I've talked to the big guy, and I talked to the other big guy, and the third big guy after that, and the fourth one too. Okay, and I'm tired. Like, I've never been the type of person that needed anyone to take care of me. I've always worked since I was 6 years old, for that matter. I haven't always had an easy life, and for someone to make it seem like my they're not complaints. I'm truth telling all the time, and for someone to just take my things that my facts of what I said, and then just like dismiss it, made me even more upset. Like, where is the compromise? Oh, the compromise is you're going to show someone how to do it, which I've done before. Show someone how to do it, and then they still don't do it. And then you come back to me and ask me to do it again. Like, where does the foolery stop? This is like a modern day slavery. And I asked them today, flat out, And I usually don't say squat about race, but I did today. If I were of a different persuasion, would this be the same outcome? Would this be the same issue? Would we even be talking about this issue for that matter? And nothing was said. Not a darn thing. Nothing. It was like crickets in there. Nothing was said. So I'm like, oh. So that led me to believe that because I am Black and I'm a woman, that, yeah, well, there's nothing we could do for you. That made me even more mad. Like, oh my goodness. And I just said, forget it. I'm leaving. I'm going home. My last day is January 24th. I'll give you until then to figure it out because of the courtesy to her. But the rest of them could miss me 20 times over, twice over. You will not kill me. I've had to take an extra blood pressure pill every day. I'm already on a statin. And for those who don't know what a statin is, that's a cholesterol medication, and it's all stress related. Every single bit of it stress related. Now, I can tell you that every day, on a good day, that I can barely move on some days, barely move. And that's better of me barely being able to move. It's okay. Yeah, come on into work. Or, oh, well, you can work at home today, even if you can't get out of bed. Pull your laptop out. Get this job done. Like, oh my goodness. When does the insanity stop? And I don't think it would stop until I said my last day was on the 24th. January 24th, 2024 is the last day I'm going to put up with this, because I feel like even if they came in today and said, you know what, T, we actually thought about what you said and you're right. You've brought some valid points to the table, and now we want to give you A, B, C, or D. And I feel like, you know what? Keep it. Keep it. Sincerely, just keep it, because it's a little too late at this point. I know what I'm worth. I know what I bring to the table. And I might get on here and kiki and haha and laugh and have a good old time on social media, because it's been the only relief besides something else. It's been the only relief for me. Okay. I cannot tell you guys how many times I've actually tried to quit this job in the past and was harassed about coming back. I honestly think I'm suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder behind being at this job for so long. They actually, at one point, I don't talk about things like this. It just, at this point, I just have, there's nothing else to lose. Because I've already lost my peace of mind behind it. Like, you want me to train these people? Okay, you want to know what I do, what my job title is? Dang, I wish somebody would join the live just to say, hey, Miss T, what is your job title? What type of job do you even have that allows you to feel this upset right now? Because my blood pressure is like, I've been running around having what I thought was a hot flash for days, and it's probably just anguish at this point, because it doesn't make any sense. I have given so much to so many people. I've never asked for anything back. I don't even mind if you don't say thank you, because sometimes you don't know what you've been given was a gem. It was a gem. I gave you and dropped some. I came in, I dropped some knowledge on this young person who's just getting out of school with their degree, getting out of school, but they still don't give you these type of playbooks in school. When you go to school, they give you the bare minimum for the big costs. When you come into this atmosphere, this space, they sit you with me automatically. It's been that way for 23 years. Oh, you're new? Well, go sit over here with her, because she knows everything. Not no more. I don't know nothing. I know nothing. Don't ask me squat, because I don't know. I can't even be sure half the time that I'll keep showing up for these till these next couple days. I can't be for sure because that's how heartbroken I am. Like, you dedicate yourself and then start hearing some things like, okay, here's a for instance. I had back surgery. I never even told my friends on Facebook that I had back surgery. I had back surgery in January 2 years ago. At the end of January, to be exact, I think it was like the 27th or the 28th. I had back surgery. I'm gonna tell you, I went to go get a shot. You know how they were pushing those vaccines on people, and I had said that I was working from home then because I have an autoimmune disorder, and I was working from home, and they're like, "You got to come in." And I'm like, "Come in for what?" They're like, "You got to come in and get get this shot." I don't want no dang on shot. I don't even like needles. I don't want nothing. Hence why I won't be on Ozempic. But okay, back to the shot. I go in, I go get the shot. The next morning I woke up, I couldn't walk. It blew my disc out in my back. Blew my disc out in my back. I couldn't walk for a year. So I had surgery 2 years ago. 3 years ago, I got the shot and couldn't walk for the whole entire year. What did anybody say about that? Again, you ain't hear nothing but crickets and complaints of why I wasn't logged on the computer working. Where's the empathy? Where's the sympathy? Again, I'm saying it for the people that showed up late. I work for a billion-dollar corporation. Billion with a B. Who specializes in health. Health. And my health has been nothing but affected. Make it all make sense, people. Make it all make sense. Like, I have done everything in my power to, try to be cordial. Okay, let's go back here. Let's start here. When you're working in a space of this caliber, there's all these like different traits that you have to possess. Not because you're just working with customers, you're working with supply chain people, you're working with the person that delivers packages, you're working with patients, you're working with administration, you're working in different areas, and everybody is coming in and out on a daily basis. For 23 years, you get to know people's faces, you get to know people's names, you get to know what type of extracurricular activities they may be in. Like, for instance, the one physician that I work with, I know that she's very physically fit because I see her ride a bike. So you get to see things, know people, and know different things about people. Even if you didn't care to know, you still will end up figuring it out because that's just how things work. Okay. Now, I forgot where I was going with this because I'm so heated. I am so heated. I'm the type of person that I've never had to actually work to get respect like this a day in my life. Because when you see me and you see the way I carry myself, you already know what it's hitting for. I'm not the type of person that comes in and comes off ignorant. I'm not illiterate. You can tell I've been through some things because of my face. Oh, that's another, for instance, before I get back on my back. So back in 2008, I was doing something and I had to be in a room with the patient. The patient gave me shingles. Okay. I know that the impression is that you have to be over 50 to get shingles. That's a dang on lie. There's a video going up around right now. I'm gonna post it later, like a little snippet of it, and say "told you guys." because there's a video going around right now with a doctor. Uh, I don't know his name. It's an older gentleman. He's talking about diabetes. And he says a patient goes in a room, the doctor tells them that they have this like incurable, irreconcilable disease that they can't get rid of. They give them a medication known as insulin. They give the guy insulin, and then later on, they tell the patient that he's dying from the insulin that they've been giving him. But again, they said there was no cure, but the cure was to give him the medicine, but the medicine is what's causing him to go, not the diabetes. Anyway, back to me and this dang on shingles. So here I am. I get the shingles. The next day I wake up, my face is paralyzed. Has anyone ever heard of Bell's palsy? Yeah. Hence why this eye is all jacked up. Hence why it waters all the time. Hence why sometimes when I smile, it's crooked. I've been through some things related to this job, and the audacity for them to treat me like the way I'm being treated is just like unreal. And it's not by everybody. I can say that. But the gist of it is that 5 years ago I was approached and asked if I could help another office with their day-to-day operations, and I complied. And oh God, that sounds horrible. I complied, but yes, I complied with what was going on. Yes, I did. I did. And to make a long story short, again, I'm going back to YouTube to make sure that, again, you can hear me and see me and all that good stuff. And I don't even know how I got there the first time, to be honest. But let's see. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I feel like if I hit an end on it, then I might lose my train of thought. So we're going to keep on going in here. We are going to keep going in. Oh, I know where I should have went. Oh my gosh. I know where to go now. I know where to go. I know where to go. OMG. Have I been talking all this time and it hasn't worked? I will be ticked off. Uh, 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 um, I'll be back.